fourth down. The Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, here's Lamar. He just throws this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
13.
Lamar throwing again. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Oh, and they fake it. This is caught. And they pull it off. He gets them the first before being stopped.
Everybody needs a good emergency quarterback, and I think this team just found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, no question about it. And what a perfect moment to call it.
Complete Derrick Henry. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Another run for Henry. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Launches one deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
On 1st down, Jackson made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Jackson yet again. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a 1st. They'll run here with Henry. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. Jackson throwing for it. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He's contained at the line for no gain. Namdi Madden making that stop. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Smith back to throw. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. First throw for the backup now. Finds him on the crossing route. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Smith to throw. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Now they'll throw out of the gun. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a throw. Got a man. Bowers has it. And that will not be enough for a first down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Now looking to throw. Chased out to his right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The fourth down stands.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hey, officer, hot. Hey, middle.
Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. They toss right side to Henry. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on 2nd and 11. Hits his running back. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We'll hold up for a moment. Sat back in some pain after the play. Training staff headed out there to work on it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Dropping back to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They're throwing it. Buys time, rolling right. Down the run right, throwing deep, throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not
the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lamar now from the gun. DJ Chark there for the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Jackson's going to throw again. Forced out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Justin Matabike making that stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and long for him here. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Ravens will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The drive begins with Henry. Cuts to the left. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
It's Henry on the counter, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Forward.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
What is it?
Running once more with Henry. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He gets 2 out of it, but it's going to be 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Raiders football as we're just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
60 back. Let's go. 70 rate. 70 rate.
Pass play now. And he's not quite that fast. Led him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Oh, 18. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll throw it. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw now. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Rocco switch. Rocco switch. Shut up. Ready.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert, and he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 11. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. A give left side to Mostert. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Mostert on 2nd down. Broke through the tackle. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Running this one left. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Handoff headed left to Mostert. And the defense flows over to make the play outside. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He's going to throw this one. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st down, here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They put Flowers in motion right. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens moments away from a 2-0 start. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He intercepts the pass. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. They got their own fumble. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Along this sideline inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Trying to set this up quick. This is Henry on 2nd. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Mostert on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running on first with Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Gotta hurry this to the line. Looking to pass on this 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Looking to the air here. And that's incomplete. And it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over.